Traders, what's going on? It's Relentless here, and welcome to a new series that I'm gonna call Driving with Relentless, right? Driving with Relentless Trader. Now, I do have a leak in my Y pipe, so the exhaust system sounds a little loud, right? Sounds like I have a muffler delete almost, but not that loud. So hopefully that doesn't mess with the audio. So today's topic, right? Today we're going to be talking about why you should have started day trading yesterday. Why should you get into day trading, right? Why should you get into day trading? What are the benefits? What are the pros and cons of day trading? Now, for starters, you know, I want to go over that whole poverty line, you know, concept that we have going on here in the States, right? People who are at the poverty line and in that area where they do need some form of injection, right? Some injection into their you know, their savings, right? Just their income, right? Their income, savings, whatever the case may be. Those people who need some sort of extra cash flow, right? Secondary source of income, or even a third source of income, right? Why should day trading be a field to look into? Now, for those of you who don't know me, right, I'm Relentless Trader. I am the guy they call RT. Now, I've been trading for about a year, and God, I've been trading for about a year alive, right? Before that, I was in the simulation. To keep it simple, right? But for the year I've been trading live, I've been trading 3 years in total, but the year I've been trading live so far, I was able to make $22,000, right? Starting May 1st to today's date, right? Which is February 25th, I believe. So, with 1 hour a day, every single day, for 3 years, right? I've been basically putting in that amount of time into the market, right? A lot of people will say, oh, RT, I can't trade because, you know, it'll take up so much time. I'll have to study all day long just to be able to get profitable. That's not the case when it comes to day trading, man. All you need is some form of consistency. Whether it's 40 minutes a day, an hour a day, 2 hours a day. If you can manage your time and create time, right? If you're one of those people who are very busy, then trading can definitely be an option for you, right? So you got to consider that, right? That's one of the pros, right? That day trading, you know, in today's case, I'm up $154 and it's 1:30 p.m., right? 1:30 in the afternoon. The day is still ahead of me, right? So trading does bring or grant certain levels of freedom. So there's something to consider there, right? So with just 1 hour a day every day, you know, you can do it, right? So there's that, right? There's that for the pros. The con, right? When it comes to the cons of trading, trading is one of the hardest jobs, career, whatever you want to call it, mentally, right? Physically, we're not, you know, doing anything crazy. We're not, you know, building bridges and tunnels. We're not working in the cold. But trading is very hard mentally, man. So it's for the toughest of people, and only for those who are willing to risk, right? Without risk, there is no reward, right? You gotta risk a certain amount to be able to make a certain amount. And I say that just generally speaking in the way how life works, right? We gotta take risks, man, especially if you're young, you know, if you're in your teens, your early 20s, and you don't have that much responsibility. It's harder to risk when you have more responsibilities, right? Whether you're paying your mortgage or rent, you have a family to take care of. If you're doing that kind of a thing, it's very hard to take certain risks. But when you're young, you know, now is the time, man. Now is the time to screw up your credit, doing something good, right? Taking good debt, right? If you're gonna screw up your credit, let it be because of good debt and not bad debt, right? So with that being said, you know, we need to take risks, and 9 out of 10 businesses fail in the United States, right? So day trading is actually pretty similar in that concept, that 9 out of 10 traders who try and day trade will fail. Now, I don't know how accurate that metric is. I don't know if there's a metric that go over a trader's profitability in the 4th year, because I would say 4 years is a good measurement, right? If somebody comes, lose 200 bucks today and never comes back in the market, they'll be considered one of those people, you know, out of the 10, right? So that's not very accurate at all. So there's a lot of things when it comes to that metric, but the general saying is that 9 out of 10 traders fail. So if you're gonna start a business, and I don't know if I would fully consider trading itself as a business, although it can be, but you know, you can consider trading, right? It's the same statistic as if you were gonna start a brick and mortar. So why not start day trading, right? Now, to continue into the pros, trading is something that can grant you financial freedom, financial stability, and just a lifestyle that, you know, so many people seek, man. And to go back, I don't know if I mentioned this just now, but in the United States, there's so many people living so close to the poverty line, right? Just imagine how much of a difference it'll make if you start to, you know, inject $20 a day into that person's income, right? $20 a day, $40 a day, or in my case, $120 a day. You inject that into your cash flow, or, you know, in this case, a second stream of income, a third stream of income. If you inject this kind of a thing into your daily life, it could be so rewarding. Imagine doing your 9-to-5 job. Like for me, I have a day job. I work at Amazon in a delivery station. So imagine doing, you know, going about life how you would usually do, but you're getting $100 a day on top of that. So, you know, that makes a huge difference when it comes to just being at ease, you know, not having to worry where the next meal is going to come from, not having to worry about the next vacation, not having to worry about fixing that part on your car. That's the kind of a thing that trading can do for you. And if you master it, this can be your #1 source of income and your only source of income at that point, if you decide that that's what you want to do, you know. So it's something to very, very, very highly consider, man. Trading is it, and it's fun, man. It's fun once you really dial into it, you know. Because all these guys are flying past me, man. They don't want me to start stepping on the gas, man. But trading, man, I can go on and on and on about trading, man. Trading is it. So to get back into why you should start trading as opposed to doing other field, trading is a very cheap, let's consider it a business, right? Trading is a very, not to contradict myself or anything, but trading, if you are to look at it in that way, would be one of the cheapest businesses to actually start up. You don't need $1 million to start trading. You don't need $10,000. You don't need $20,000, right? There's a lot of ways to trade with just $2,000 in an account. There's ways to trade for free if you just want to practice, right? There's no way to really have a business for free in practice. That's not going to happen in this world. So with trading, there's something called a simulator, right? A simulation that you can go into and practice to actually become a little bit better, right? Before using real money. So there's a lot of different situations, you know, in how you can look at trading. I'm not gonna lie, this is my first time doing a driving with Relentless video. I'm gonna have to get used to doing this, man. It's so weird to be trying to like have a full-blown conversation and focus on the road. I'm not good at multitasking, as you guys might know. Those of you who are familiar with me, right? One stock at a time, one trade at a time. But you know, that's just the general lifestyle things that trading will grant you, man. You know, being able to do what you want, when you want, how you want, and that's something that a lot of people can't say. Right now, if I'm supposed to lose my day job, I wouldn't really care, to be honest, because I have another source of income that's more consistent than my job is anyways, right? Once trading is going, once the market is really hot, man, you know, $500, $600, $700 days, you know, can become the norm, right? And so that kind of a thing really boosts you, man. Boosts your income, your savings, and everything else. A lot of us talk about financial freedom. A lot of us want financial freedom, but what are we gonna do about it, you know? You can talk the talk, but are you gonna walk the walk, right? That's the thing. You gotta, you know, that's the main thing about trading, man. You gotta put in the work, you gotta put in the time, you gotta put in the grind. That's the only way. That's the only way it's gonna happen. You know, today being up 154. And right now it's only 1 p.m., maybe 2 p.m. as I'm heading to work. But, you know, can't complain, man. I could have done better today too. And that's another benefit of trading, is that no matter how good you do, how bad you do, there's always going to be something you can get better at, something you can work on to become a little bit better for the future. And that's one of the things that keeps me going when I'm day trading, is that I know I can always be better. Imagine being really good and knowing you can do better, right? On those days where I'm up $1,000 in 1 hour, and it's like, man, I could have been up 15, 1600 had I been a little bit better. I could have been up 2, 3 grand had I been a little bit better, right? And so that's the motivation for me to be better. I never set monetary goals. I tried setting monetary goals in the past, and it was a disaster for me. Like, and you know, not to get too much into the pressure of day trading, but a lot of times in our life situations, there'll be a lot of pressure, whether it's to pay that bill or, you know, whatever the case may be. So when I told myself I want to make XYZ amount a month, and I started falling behind that target, I started saying, hey, in order to catch up, I got to increase my size. I got to do this, I got to do that. I'm behind. And before you know it, I'm taking way too much size. I'm getting in areas where I shouldn't be getting in, and that was my worst month ever in the sim, down 5 grand. So those of you who've been with me for a while, you guys will know all about that, right? But the newer people, that's something, you know, that's there, right? When it comes to putting pressure on yourself and that kind of thing. So I realized for me to not ever create that kind of a thing again, instead of focusing on the money, how about I focus on just being better, right? And you know, that's all it came down to, right? Being better every day. If you get better every day at something, there is no way after a certain amount of time you're not going to start to be more consistent. Even if it takes 5 years, 10 years, right? After a certain amount of time, you're going to get consistent because you're fixing something every day that you needed to work on. As I'm getting off at my exit, so I'm going to be heading in, guys. I wanted this video to be a little bit longer, but it is what it is. I'll be making a few more of these though. But guys, trading is the field, man. Highly consider getting into it. It's very rewarding once you get pretty good, you know, and it's even hard to comprehend at this day and age. Like, I'm going to my part-time job to make $60 in 5 hours, and I'm getting paid $16 an hour, right? $16 plus the tax. It's hard to comprehend that, and you know, especially after making $154 in less than an hour of trading today. So guys, trading, consider it, check it out. I'll catch you guys in the next one.